Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And, well, I'm going to try again to defeat Exodus. Let's see how this goes. Remember that whole using Reflect strategy and bouncing AoE effects? So basically, if every character has Reflect on, we're going to use that Reflect emote. I think that's what the game wants us to do because it's giving us a Reflect emote right before... Actually, we have Reflect Go, don't we? Oh, maybe we don't have that yet. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just basic Reflect we have. So we'll use the Reflect Go emote, and so basically what happens is, say Pinello casts Faraga on herself. Now, since it's an AoE effect, it would also hit Balthier and Fran. Since there's 3 hits there, 3 shots of Faraga will bounce back and hit the, well, in this case, hit Exodus. We use this strategy against the Demon Wall, the first Demon Wall that was optional. I'm bringing it back again because I think we're going to need it if we want to beat this guy. At least if we want to beat this guy right now. I don't care that he has Protect, he doesn't have Shell, that's the important part. I don't care that he has Reflect, because, you know, we're going to be bouncing stuff off ourselves. So, I'm going to turn on these self-damaging gambits that I have here. You know, we got to get him closer. Basically, I'm taking the 3 characters that have these spells. Balthier has Blizzara, Fran has Darkra, and Pinello has, well, obviously Faraga. Alright, so I'm just going to make sure everybody's targeting Balthier. Is what we're going to do for the first go here. Balthier hit himself. There we go. Everyone else is not close enough. Well, you can see it kind of working. Look at how quickly his health is drained. Balthier's dead. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, using Flare. Well, his Flare gets to pierce Reflect for some reason. And now this is not an impressive damage output. We did get off a good chunk of his health. We also did get Sap on him with Bio. Okay, well, this... we know how this ends. This does not end well. Alright, so I'm going to try one more time, but this time well, we can let him have his victory. Hopefully this will be the last time we see him having a victory. Yeah, we know this is not going to work. He's just gonna, like, do Scathe or something. I don't know why I'm bothering with this. Yeah, I brought Fran back, and she's going to start casting stuff on herself. And she doesn't have Reflected. Yeah, we're just gonna skip the rest of that. So, elaborate strategy. You can see we have a whole lot of stuff going on. Basically, there's going to be 2 phases to this battle. First phase, Vaughn, Bosch, and Ash. They're going to be the physical attackers. And we are going to use that Reflect Go strategy again for Pinello, Fran, and Balthier. I also have them equipped with either a accessory that grants Reflect or the Mirror Mail in Balthier's case. So they have auto reflect on. Vaughn, he has the Shell Shield to help reduce damage from, and the Dawn Shard to help reduce damage from stuff like Flare and Scathe. I also put Bubble on Bosch and Vaughn and Ash, the first team here, because why not? I want them to be able to survive a Scathe, even if Bubble only lasts for a little bit. Yeah, you can see Ruby Rings for auto-reflect. And, yeah, I also have Decoy on Vaughn. So Shell, Decoy, the magic resistance. So basically this physical team, this first phase here, they're going to try and do as much physical damage, because late in the game, he's going to try and he's going to put up that paling when he gets low on health. So I can't start with the magic team and the reflect team and then switch to the physical team, because he's just going to make himself immune to physical attacks. So instead we're going to, and I'm going to have Vaughn here, I'm going to control him, and I'm going to try and keep him away from the other side. Yeah, just like that, so that we're doing damage. We're using Cura. Another thing that I was reading is that he tends to like to counter like any spells you use on him, like Dispel. He'll counter that with like a Flare or a Scathe, so maybe he'll use that stuff a bit less. Okay, he's going for a Flare now on Vaughn. Bosch, I want you to cure Vaughn. I don't care if Vaughn's MP is 0 due to the, is it the Dawn Shard that he's holding? Because he's not meant to have a lot. I also have a decoy gambit set up for Vaughn so that we maintain the decoy, and Exodus will only be attacking Vaughn at least until Vaughn is dead. Now this first team here, my plan is, you know, once he gets low enough on health to try and finish him off. If they die, once they die, they're dead. I'm not going to try and revive them or anything. I don't have time for that. I just want to kill this guy so they miss out on some license points for one battle. I want this Esper dead, and I want to see what I can unlock on the license board with this Esper. Oh, shoot, he has Protect. I should use a Dispel just to get rid of the Protect. I forgot about that. Okay, well, that's what we'll do. It's fine. It'll be fine. Would have liked to have done that a little bit sooner, but yeah, that's helping out our damage output. Ash, just change that into a Curaga. Oh, we lost Decoy. Oh, he's using Scathe. Okay, both of you stop what you're doing and Curaga Van. Or... Okay, well, we survived a Scathe. That's the important part. Okay, he reestablished Reflect. I don't care. Bosch's bubble is still lasting here. I mean, the one nice thing about Exodus, he doesn't seem like he's going to heal himself. Yeah, there we go. Decoy on Vaughn. Yeah, get over here. I have a Shell Shield. So you can flare me. That Cura didn't hit Vaughn. Oh my gosh, he's still alive. Go Vaughn. Yeah, just keep chipping away at his health. If we get him down to where he uses that paling and makes himself immune to physical damage, that would be amazing. By the way, I think I looked this up after the fact. I think the recommended level for fighting this guy is somewhere in like the high 40s or low 50s or something like that. Everyone's dead. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. We've got him low enough on health. Alright, in Phase B. Alright, here we go. Make sure the gambits are all on. Okay, they are. Here we go. Oh, look at that damage output. Alright, come on, do it again. He's immune to physical damage, so he put up that paling. Oh gosh, he's almost dead. Come on. Yes! We got him! Wow. We're not supposed to be able to beat him at this time. I'm like 90% sure of that. But I want to collect all of the Espers. That's one of my goals for the post-game, or at least the main 12. I don't know if the 13th one is going to be some insane super boss or whatever. But, wow. And, okay, post-commentary me, I'll give you a spoiler alert. This was actually my favorite battle to do through, or my favorite battles to do through the main plot. Just so much thought went into the strategy. I didn't look up this tactic anywhere. I don't know if this is a recommended tactic for beating him at this level. I don't know if I just invented something new. I don't know if other people have done this before, but I am super happy with the way this turned out. Okay, you don't have to cast stuff on yourself anymore. Oh, that was just a very elaborate strategy with the, and that I like that battle involved all 6 of the characters, whereas usually I just need 3 of them, or okay, Penello's not working out because the boss cast Reflect, so I'm going to swap to someone else and go with the physical attacks. But this was different. This was like a whole 6-person team effort. Yeah, I'm gonna heal up, and we're actually back in the Barheem passage. I'm feeling very confident. Who did Exodus go to? I have notes for that somewhere. Exodus, unfortunately, did not get me any of the stuff that I really wanted. I ended up giving Exodus to Bosch, and that got him access to HP plus 500 license on the Bushi board. The Bushi board. His Bushi license board. You know what I'm saying. So yeah, now that I'm, at least in the 30s now, I'm going to go back to this area. Because I will tell you this, there is another Esper in the Barheem passage. I did do some research as to where to find all of the Espers, so I know where to find you. I just have to hunt them all down. Yeah, nightmare frogs. They're here to ruin my day. That's their only purpose in life. Oh, some interesting. You can't really see anything. The lights are in the way. Silliness with the camera. Okay. Oh, there's treasure over here. An arc scale. And yes, we still have the ridiculous stone bow with Fran. I still can't get over just the shape of that thing, the size of that thing, the impracticality of that thing. Okay, it's another one of these weapons. You can smack someone and give them shell. Why not just cast shell? I'm not going to use that. It's a weapon for the machinist, by the way. Those scales and measures that we've been starting to pick up. Yeah, so that's kind of an interesting way that they gave the machinist, the way to grant shell or protect or haste to teammates, just smack them with stuff. Fortunately, the weapons are very weak, so you'll do light damage. But still, that's not something I want to spend my time doing. Where am I going? I am lost. I'm getting leveled up. That's a good thing. Alright, we're going to switch some equipment around. Since these guys are weak to ice, these nightmare frogs, we're going to use Bosch's ice brand. It does a little bit more damage to him. Alright. And we still got one more level to go on this party. I have no idea what I'm actually in for down here. I only looked up, I looked up the names of the Espers, but I didn't even write them down here in my notes. I just wrote down the locations, because that's all I really cared about. And I did write down one name for one that we're avoiding until the post-game, because I did end up reading up on him, and yeah, that's not what we're going to be doing. Then again, we're still way under the recommended level for this next Esper that we're going after, which I found out more like after the fact. So yeah, are we going to actually? Am I even going to reach the Esper? Well, there's an Esper in the Barheen Passage, and I want it. Just like I want that treasure, but you can see that there's a trap there. Well, that's just rude. That was kind of expected to happen. I mean, there's so many treasures here. We know there's fake treasures in this area. Oh, Bosch. Let's get you back on your just your strongest katana. Generic katana, generic damage. And, an oil bug trap. We've all been oiled. Oh, we got Toxify. That's nice. Well, oil... I was gonna say oil doesn't bother me, but we do have bombs up here. But these bombs are friendly bombs, and they're not gonna bother us, as long as we're not bothering them, so... I'll just wait till the oil wears off. I think it should, oil should just, like, run off of us after a while and be gone. Right? That's how oil works. We have... Ah, here we go. 211 gil. I think the reason you saw me start out at kind of a weird place is that, in this section, is that I wanted to start where I had last left off, but then I kind of got there and past that point and got distracted by actual progress, and I forgot to turn the recorder on. So, whoops. Oh, really? If you do pay enough attention, you can kind of tell the difference between the fake treasures and the real treasures just by how they look on the outside. But quite frankly, when we've got enemies in the high 30s here, I don't mind getting more fights. And those are enemies that we can reasonably deal with. Okay. We have Obelisk on. I want the water katana on because fire-type enemies, they're weak to water-type things in this game. So even though the katana's a little bit weaker offensive-wise, it's still going to do more damage due to being able to take advantage of that water weakness. And let's use handkerchiefs because, yeah, the oil's not running off of us fast enough. Yeah, I still can't believe I managed to beat Exodus at this level. And you saw all 3 attempts, so there wasn't like multiple... Well... Okay, I beat him on my 3rd attempt, but I didn't record it because I wanted to see if it would actually work. That strategy that I had planned. And so I didn't record it, and I beat him, and then I had to go back and beat him again for... No, well, why did I write down 3 attempts? You know, maybe I'm getting confused with something else. Well, we'll go with what's written. What's written is better than past gameplay me's anticipation of future commentary me's memory. I thought it was 3 or 4. Okay, well, either way, it worked out. It was 3 attempts before I actually got the kill on him, regardless of what attempt number that I showed in this video. I think I just kind of wanted to make sure that the elaborate strategy would actually work before, you know, starting the recording again and all this, because video files for these things are huge. Not that I have a big problem with that, it just... I have to do things a little bit differently when recording for PlayStation 4. Did someone just use Darkra on the... Don't do that. You know, it'd be really nice if we had the Holy Lance through here to deal extra damage to these skeleton warriors. But if they're going to start doing blind, we're going to start becoming immune to blind. And we'll give Vaughn the golden amulet. Because why not? Sure. He can hang on to that for now. You know, we're just going to forget about even stealing through this section. Reflectga. That's not the nonsense I want to see you guys doing. Okay, so we've got the blind all cure. Bosch was doing that. Okay, we're ready to fight stuff. Oh, we can poison these things. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know you could poison undead enemies. I'm not sure if you can actually do that in other Final Fantasies. But these guys aren't doing a super huge amount of damage, so I feel like we can still deal with this stuff reasonably well. We're going to want to heal before going out some more. Past gameplay me. He's not listening. Okay, we're just gonna progress some more. Let's see what we can find here. This isn't what I wanted to find. What's wrong with you? That's really not what I wanted to find. A swarm trap. It inflicted us with disease. Now, this is my first encounter with the disease status in game here. And I'm just like, okay, I don't understand what this status is doing. Look at our HP bar that hovers above our characters. It says we're all at full HP. But look at our HP numbers. That's not max HP. So what in the world is going on? How do I cure this thing? I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Well, let's just progress onward is my thought. Not really fully realizing what's happened yet. So basically what the disease status is going to do is it makes your current HP your maximum HP. When you lose HP, say I lost another 400 HP on Fran here. Oh, you're going to see us lose some HP here. The amount my HP is currently at is still my maximum HP. So basically, you cannot heal yourself when you have disease because, well, you're going to be at full life. So basically, disease makes it so that your HP total can only go down. It cannot go back up as long as you have the disease status. Kinda nasty. Not gonna lie. Kinda nasty. And I don't know how to deal with it because Asuna does not cure it. I have Asuna Gambits on and they're not using them. Well, that's because Asuna does not cure disease. So, yeah, the way the Gambit works, and I really like the way it's set up, is if you just say ally any, use the ally any Gambit. It seems like, you know, it wouldn't work as well as it does, but I'm really glad that it works this way. That anyone afflicted by any status that could be cured by Asuna, your character would cast Asuna on. So that's a really nice way of doing it. Instead of having to set up like all these different gambits that say, oh, if he's petrified, cast Asuna. If he's sapped, cast Asuna. If he has silence, cast Asuna. No, you don't have to do that. You just have to set up one gambit, ally any Asuna, and you're good to go. So yeah, at this point I'm realizing that this disease thing, it's really bad. I'm like, okay, well maybe it just, I don't know what it did. Maybe it just shut off my gambits. But it's showing me a max HP. I don't get it. Well, past gameplay me doesn't get it. I already explained it to you guys. Because post-commentary me knows all. Well, knows all that happens in this playthrough. But apparently I don't know how many times I fight. Yeah, I tried Asuna, not working. Apparently I don't know how many times I fight Exodus, even though I have it written down. So, you know, whatever. Alright, well, if these guys are going to be diseased, we're going to go to people who aren't diseased. A save crystal will still heal the disease status. The other way to heal it, the only other way I've found, is to use a remedy, but you have to have the character know Remedy Lore 3. And since we're only going to have 3 characters that get the Remedy Lore 3 ability, that would be Vaughn, Fran, and Ash that end up getting it. So those will be the only 3 that can cure disease with a remedy. And that really makes me appreciate the Archer and Machinist jobs just a little bit more. Machinist, not so much, but Archer, yes. Well, Machinist I do still appreciate more because of that fact, but I still wish I would have picked something else. Reflectka? No, we're not doing that. Yeah, so these dead bones we have here, if we're using a spell on them, they're going to respond with... What are you doing? They're going to respond with Reflectka. Which that's fine, but we just need to start attacking them. I should probably turn off Ash's Curaga Gambit for the undead, but I don't know. I don't want to burn through her MP like that, because she's essentially going to be using MP for attacking and healing. But and we don't really have another party we can switch to right now. They're all sick.